Ganap na alas 9 ng gabi mamaya sa atin, alas 8 ng umaga sa East Coast, ay the polls will open. Na sa tinatawag po na consequential daw ito, lubhang mahalaga itong mangyayari pong halalan sa Estados Unidos. Do you agree, Attorney, and why?
It is. It's going to be. This is one of the most consequential elections in U.S. history. There's so much divisiveness here in the States now. Polls generally, there will be polls that will open at 8 a.m. There will be polls that will open at 7 a.m. Even as there's in Vermont, it will open as early as 5 a.m.
Iba-iba pala. Hindi ka mukha sa atin, ano?
Okay. Ali at saka Pati, ito yun. Kasi in the Philippines, may COMELEC tayo. So, may uniform voting procedure for the whole country, di ba? In the US kasi, it's there's about it's per county ang basis nila eh. So, for example, per state, iba yung patakaran. Per county, per state, iba. So, that's about 8,000. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 8,500 offices na iba-ibang patakaran on how they'll conduct the voting.
Iba-iba pa ng time zone.
Counties.
Iba pa time zone. So, it's going to be very important tomorrow. But unlike the Philippines, on the Philippines, it's a holiday, election day. Dito, hindi holiday, election day. Second is, dito sa Pilipinas, isang araw lang botohan, except for local overseas voting, at saka overseas voting. In the US, they started in recent years yung early voting. So in Virginia, they started voting September 20.
Aga, no?
So pwede na. But I don't think kaya sa Pilipinas yun.
Oo nga.
Pero Attorney Goyo, ito yung sabi ko nga kay Ali, lagi akong nako-confuse dito eh. Dito sa Amerika, dito sa Pilipinas, popularity vote talaga.
Yes.
You cannot deny that. Kaya yung mga sikat na artista, 99% nakakapasok. Pero dyan sa Amerika,
basta kung ilan ang nakuhang boto.
Oo, yun, di ba?
Yung pinakamaraming boto, yun ang panalo.
Correct. Pero sa Amerika, meron sila yung popularity vote, meron electoral vote. Ano yung diferensya at paano nananalo? Tapos may mga swing votes pa na sinasabi nila. Yung pahingi ng crash course po dyan sa tatlong mga mga phrases na yan.
Okay. So, in the US, the system of voting here was crafted centuries ago. And at that time, medyo may away yung northern and southern states. So, they said that they don't want a popular vote at that time. So, they come up with a compromise, so electoral votes. What does that mean? Each state may popular votes. Each state, for example, sa California, whoever wins in California, whoever wins in Florida, whoever wins in New York, after elections, there will be electors who will gather and they will cast the votes in favor of that winning candidate. For example, manalo si Harris sa California. So yung mga electors, before December 12, will meet and say that lahat ng electoral votes in the state will be given to Harris. So there's about 400 plus electoral votes in the USA. And we need to get 270 to become president. So each state is given certain number of electoral votes. Of course, that's supposedly before it's to protect the state na hindi everybody has a say. Ang problema ngayon is there's so much disparity na there's a state na I think it is Wyoming. I think 3 electoral votes yan. Next, California is about 55 electoral votes. So, yes, pero in terms of population, sobrang laki ng population sa California as compared to Wyoming. So it's not anymore equal. So hindi na, medyo maraming nagreklamo na dapat palitan na yan because it's very arbitrary na yung manalo sa popular votes, posible hindi manalo ng presidente. Kasi in the last 8 elections, 7 out of the 8 elections nanalo ng popular votes ang Democrat presidential candidate. Pero ang nanalo ng presidente electoral may Republican.
So ano yan? Hillary Clinton, di ba? Panalo
Hillary
sa
Clinton.
popular vote. Si Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Nanalo
Yes,
sa
nanalo.
popular vote pero
Clinton.
talo sa electoral college.
So, you need 270 votes to win as president. Now, when you mentioned, Patty, about the swing states, no, swing votes, swing states yan eh. What happens is that many of the states in the U.S. are already designated red state
Yes.
yan or blue state. Mean to say, for example, California is blue state yan. So,
Clearly
Democrat
Democrat.
talaga yan.
Oo.
Yung, say, for example, South Dakota is already red state yan. So, whatever happens, usually that's Republican. Now, the 7 states are the swing votes. Swing states yan eh. So, there's Pennsylvania, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and
Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and
Carolina.
Wisconsin. Yan yung
Yeah.
7 swing states.
So the Wisconsin, that's the blue belt there sa taas doon. Next yung sa baba, yung sa East Coast is the North Carolina and Georgia. Next yung sa Sun Belt is the Arizona and Nevada. Those are the 7 states no normally in play pa on election. So, pwede they go
Undecided.
Republican,
Oo,
pwede they
undecided
go
pa.
Democrat.
Kaya pala doon sila talagang nagfo-focus sa
Concentrate.
pangangampanya nila,
Oo,
di ba?
yung mga
Sa mga
swing states.
swing
Okay.
states.
But there's an interesting thing that happened the other day.
Oh, what?
There's a really good pollster, si Seltzer, and she came up with a poll. Sinabi niya na si Harris is leading by 3 points in Iowa. Iowa is a state that Donald Trump won by 9 points in 2020. So yung mga tao nagtaka, bakit nangyari yun? So they looked at the numbers. Medyo, she's the only person who came up with that survey. Sinasabi niya na leading si Harris sa Iowa, which Iowa is a deep red state yan. Next, Harris and Trump did not campaign in that state.
Oh.
So people are studying that now because Seltzer is the same girl who in 2016 said that Hillary Clinton could lose the elections. Everybody was saying na manalo si Hillary. Siya lang nagsasabi na matatalo si Hillary because of the numbers. So, nagkakagulo yung dalawang camps now na yung Democrats love it, di ba?
Oo,
Yung
syempre,
Republicans,
leading.
they hate it.
Oo.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.